Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back again to A Different Opinion. I thought I'd make a video on this, and it's pretty much like a reaction video slash some videos that you need to see when it comes to the wokeness, you know, the kids' drag shows, the over-sexualizing kids, and also letting children decide their whole futures by choosing if, you know, they're a different sex or a different gender or whatever the heck they want to be, allowing children to do it. And this just shows you, this is just one example, right? This brave person here who has actually transitioned and is now detransitioning. And you'll be able to actually hear the voice of this. It's a girl. You'll be able to hear the voice, how much it's changed, and everything like that. So let's quickly watch this video.
And I sound like a dude, but I'm not. So I transitioned for a few years. And I've been off hormones slash detransitioning for a couple of years. Here's the deal. When I went to transition, I had to go to counseling to get a letter of referral to a doctor. The doctor wouldn't see me without that. But I only had to go to like 2 sessions before this counselor was like, yeah, you have gender dysphoria, you need to be treated by a doctor, let's get you this note. She wrote me the letter of recommendation. I took it to a doctor, and this doctor prescribed me testosterone on the first visit. Now, I'm not crying and blaming them for my decisions because I was a legal adult. I was a legal adult when I made these decisions. I knew that my voice would be permanently altered. I knew that I would permanently grow facial hair, which I still do. You can't really see it right now because I pluck my face. Literally, these tweezers are in my car all the time because on my breaks, I pluck my face. Anyways, I was a legal adult when I made these decisions. But now, my issue with this is that they're allowing these things to happen to children. Children who can't drive. Children who are not old enough to buy alcohol because their brains aren't, they're not mature enough to do that. Kids who aren't mature enough to apparently buy nicotine, according to the law. They can't buy nicotine. They can't get a tattoo without parental consent because that's a permanent thing on your body that you don't, mentally you don't understand that it's going to be forever. And here's the thing. If this would have been as much of a push, for the transgender issue whenever I was a kid, I would have been one of those kids. I would have been on... Because I didn't know what transgender was whenever I was that age. But if I would have been on puberty blockers because I did not feel like a girl. I felt like a boy. I did all the boy things. I did not feel like I was supposed to be a girl. I never pictured myself as a woman, at my wedding day. I pictured myself as the guy. I never pictured myself as a mom. I pictured myself as the dad. As a kid doing playtime or whatever, I would either be the dad in the situation or I would be the depressed daughter, right? Which it was sad. Anyways, but I can't get over this. They can't make these decisions, folks. Guys, they can't. They're babies. They're children. They can't drive. They can't smoke. They can't drink. They can't, they can't get a tattoo. This is insane. Why are we allowing this to happen to children? I would have been so much further along in my transition before, if I would have started that young. And I'm detransitioning, so that would not have worked out the way that I thought it would work out whenever I was that age.
That's worrying. To me, that's very worrying. Seriously, she just went to 2 counseling sessions. Then she went to a specialist. Boom, straight away steroids. But obviously, she said, she's an adult, right? She can make these decisions, which I agree with. Look, if you're over 18 or, whatever age they decide, over 18, you can legally go and buy smokes, whatever, around the world, pretty much. So you should be able to make your own decisions at that age, I think. I mean, even 18 is very young when it comes to the mind, but at least it's better than 10, 11, 12, like these doctors are doing, right? They're allowing these little young kids to make these decisions. Those crazy videos that I've shown in the past videos that I've made, where literally mothers let their 3-year-old kids decide what gender they are. 3-year-old, right? Doctors ask them when they're 3 years old. This guy said this, right? He said, I went for my kid's checkup at my doctor. My kid's 3 years old. And he asked him, are you a boy or a girl? And the guy said he just grabbed him and he said he's a boy and he walked out. Like, I would never go back to that doctor. Like, why are they starting to mess with kids' minds that early? Why do people want to do this is what I wonder. Like, what makes them want this? And like a lot of, you know, high-profile people have said, it's because they're pedos. They have things for kids. They're weirdos. Like, why do you want to change a kid? Let them be a kid. Let them enjoy themselves. Don't let them worry about what genders and stuff they are. Just let them enjoy their childhood, have fun, and then when they're adult, if they still feel like that, you can go ahead with those procedures or whatever you want to do. It's your decision, it's your body, right? But before that, that's just weird, man. Like, these decisions, like this person said, is, you know, tattoos, you got to get parents' permission. You got to be like 18 with no parents' permission. Like, I mean, I was like probably, I think it was 13, and I went and tried to go get my first tattoo and tried to lie and say, oh, you know, I got consent or whatever, and they turned me away. They said, no, you can't actually get a tattoo because you're not old enough. The same thing should happen for like literally for the rest of their sexual life or the rest of their whole life. They're going to feel different than what their body is made to feel like. And you can hear the voice, like, right? You can hear how deep it is. It's like, sounds like a younger boy kind of thing. And that's irreversible now. These things are irreversible and people don't understand that. And then they're letting these things happen, right? Drag Queen Story Hour. It's a non-profit which receives tax dollars to go into schools and public libraries to teach kids about drag, admits that they use drag to introduce kids to queerness. Our taxes are being used to sexualize and confuse our kids. It literally is. Like, look how young these kids are, man. Right? Yet again, if it's an adult, go to drag shows, do what you want to do. I don't know, some people want to dress like women. That's up to them. It's your body, your choice when you're over 18. But to show these little kids, dude.
I read to kids in drag for a non-profit called Drag Queen Story Hour. Drag Queen Story Hour uses drag to promote literacy, teach about queer lives, and spark kids' imagination. But programs like ours are being under attack. Right-wing politicians are spreading dangerous conspiracy theories about and inciting violence against drag performers.
It literally just said, you know, to talk about queer lives, like
in queer communities everywhere. This is part of a coordinated campaign to deny the rights of.
I don't know why they want to like literally be teaching kids like this when they dress provocatively. And then you see here Joe Biden's non-binary drag queen nuclear waste guru Sam Brinton, 34, is charged of theft after they were caught on camera stealing a bag from a Minneapolis airport's baggage claim, and they actually stole a woman's bag too. Hilarious. Hilarious. It looks like an alien, man. Seriously, look at that bald head. Damn, bro. Far out. But yeah, back to this again. Just, it worries me, right? Like, these things happen in America, even here in Australia now too. And yeah, all I can say is, look, keep an eye on this stuff. You know, don't let this stuff happen to your kids if you don't want it to. You know? I think kids should be kids. When they're adult, they can make adult decisions. That's just my opinion. Let me know what you think below. Like the video if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to see future videos. Thank you for watching.